Hi, my dear friends. We are coming back again to the class. I hope you are regularly following the lessons and listening attentively to get your ideas confirmed or to understand the ideas deeper and so on. So, we are dealing with the topic called secularism, the most important feature of our constitution. And we say our country is a secular country because in India, government and the religion, or the state and the religion, they are not mixed together, they are separate. Government does not interfere with religious activities or nor does it support any religion, and also the religion does not interfere with the state activities. So that's a complete separation. That is called the secular government. So in today's class we shall learn how they are separated. The separation of the state and the religion. Let us see how it takes place, or how effective it is, or what is the advantage of separating religion and the states. Let us see. You can also follow in your textbook, page number 20. Why is it important to separate religion from the state? That is the topic that we are going to deal with today. And we can say the most important feature in our constitution is the secularism. So we can be proud that we are a secular country, that anyone has got freedom to practice his own religion, and the government does not support any religion. Therefore, all are equal. Some religion may have more numbers, they may be majority, other religious members may be minority. But since it is a secular country, all should be able to live freely without interference from the government, without any dominance by the majority group and so on. So we are really fortunate to live in this country where this secularism prevails. And we know if does not separate if between the state and the religion, what all things can happen? Then it will not be possible for the people to live freely. Especially in our country, we have several religions are there, and people belong to different faiths, different religions, and they practice their faith in different ways. And certainly in a country, all the religious groups cannot have equal number of people, equal number of believers. Some may have more, some may have less. And it is natural that there may be one group which is majority in number, and they may try to dominate the other groups. And for example, let's say in India, the Hindus are majority. More than 90% of the people of India are Hindus. So it is possible that they dominate the others, and they can control the others. They can demand others do that way, do this way, and so on. But since India is a secular country, it does not happen, because the government treats every religion, whether they are a majority group or a minority group, equally. And therefore, in our country, the minorities and the majorities, they can live peacefully, minding their own business, following their own faith and so on. Suppose this majority group have got the support of a government, or maybe their own members are in the government, and so government is supporting this majority group, then what will happen? They can coerce the other people. They can use their force, violent force on others. They can suppress the smaller groups. They can force and suppress the smaller groups to abandon their faith and join with the majority group, and so on. So that is possible if country is not a secular country. And they may force you that you have no right to practice your faith here. You go to that corner and go there. So all those things may be happening if a country is not a secular country. And you have the freedom to practice your faith, freedom to interpret your faith and so on in a secular country. Nobody will block you. You can explain what you believe. But if it is not a secular country, what happens? Then the majority group will say, what I explain is the truth. You don't need to explain anything. You don't know anything. So you just listen to what I say and you obey what I say. That is enough. You don't need to explain anything. I will explain and you will listen to that. So there is no equality, there is coercion, there is violence, there is suppression and so on. So in a country which is not a secular, all these things can take place. That is a danger. So our fathers of the constitution, they foresaw about all these possible problems. And so they wrote very clearly that our country, India, will be a secular country, so that there will be no coercion, no dominance by other religions, but everyone will be able to live freely. So that way we can say we are really fortunate to live in this country. So we may ask, why did they separate this country, this state and the religion? One reason we can say, that is the tyranny of the majority. Tyranny means the unjust use of power. So there is no justification of using power to suppress others. But this group, since it is majority, they try to use this power because they have support from the government. Therefore they try to use this power and violate the fundamental rights of the people. So one of the fundamental rights is the freedom of religion. We have the right to believe in any religion, practice any religion and propagate any religion. That is the guaranteed in the fundamental right of our country. But when this is not separated, that is between the state and religion, these fundamental rights will be violated by the majority group. They will use their unjust power, they will use their influence on the government in order to suppress the minority groups. And therefore, in order to avoid that dominance, in order to avoid that unjust use of power and breaking the fundamental rights, violating the fundamental rights, all that we need to separate. So we can say the fathers of the constitution, they thought well and they did well, they practiced well in order to make this constitution into a secular one. Then another reason we can say why religion and state should be separated, that is because we need to protect the freedom of the individuals. As I said before, every individual in our country has got freedom to the right to freedom of religion, that is freedom to believe in any religion that he wants, or he has got the freedom to change his religion and join any other religion, or he has got the freedom to teach others about his religion, propagate his religion. All that freedom is there. But if it is not separated between the state and the religion, what will happen? This freedom of the individual will be lost. If you are a minority group, you will not have the freedom to propagate or explain your truth. The majority will say, no need, you no need to explain, we will explain. Or if a member of a majority group want to change his religion and join with another small group, then the majority group will get angry with him, they may persecute him, they may even kill him, because They don't want anyone to leave their religion because they have the power of the government. They can make such kind of decision and they may go escape. They may escape from being punished and so on. So in order to guarantee the freedom of the individual to interpret the religious teachings in a way that is convincing to him, in a different way from others. For that we need to separate this religion and the state. So let us see, there was a case in India, even in some places exists now also, the case of untouchability. I hope you know what is untouchability. You must have already studied it in the lower classes. That is, a lower caste person should not touch any object that belongs to the higher caste, or they should not touch or should not come into contact with a person belonging to higher caste. That is called untouchability. So according to Indian constitution, this untouchability has been abolished. Anyone who practices this untouchability is culpable under law and they can be penalized, they can be punished. So it is against the law to practice this untouchability. So it is practiced in the Hindu religion, untouchability. And so you belong to this Hindu religion, let us say. If you belong to this Hindu religion and you feel that I don't want to practice this, or I want that this untouchability practice should not be there in Hindu religion. So I begin to speak to others that all the people are equal, all are created by God and all are equal in our country. And so I begin to explain what I believe. Then will the high caste people keep quiet? They will say, you are trying to destroy our culture, trying to destroy our religion, trying to interpret it in a different way. So you should keep quiet. So I will not have that freedom to explain the truth about my religion. Other people may oppose. Even people belonging to my own caste, high caste people will oppose to me. And if they have the power or support of the government, then all the more it is dangerous. They may try to do harm to me, they may try to eliminate me and so on. So it is very dangerous. But it is, since it is separated from the religion and the state, or the religion is separated from the state, we can really say that we still have that freedom to express our faith, explain our faith and propagate our faith and so on. So that is a good thing, that is our country has got a secular constitution and everyone is treated equally and so on. And so that is why these are the two reasons we said that why government has changed, why government has, or the constitution has separated the government and the religion. Let us say once again what are the two reasons. First thing is that to avoid the tyranny of the majority group over the minority group. So since it is separated, the majority group cannot say control the minority group. All are equal before the law. Whether you belong to a big group or you belong to a small group, all are equal. Then secondly, it is separated because it gives us freedom to express my own faith, explain my own faith in my own way. So nobody can block you. So even if we set the example of untouchability, if there is no secularism, the high caste people will not allow me to say untouchability is bad. Everybody will say untouchability is good because it is benefiting the higher caste. But because of this secularism, we can say that we are really fortunate that we can say what is good and what is bad. That will be my own idea. Others may not accept that, doesn't matter. They can hold their own idea, their own view. But I am free to express my own idea and nobody will block me, nobody will control me. So that way we are really beneficial because of this secular constitution. Now let's see in the Indian context, what is this secularism? Or in India, how this secularism is practiced? What are the steps government has taken in order to make sure that this secularism is practiced in our country and so on. So in secularism, we already said that government does not support any religion. That means the state has no religion. State is without religion and religion is left to the people to practice whether they want or not, or whatever religion they want to belong or not. That is left to them. And in India, the government does not support them. So that is supposed to be. But in the present scenario, government has sided with the majority group and therefore giving them more support and so on. Actually, that is going against the teachings of our secular constitution. So let us see Indian constitution. What are the provisions made in order to fulfill this clause on secularism? So according to our Indian constitution, only a secular state can realize the its objectives. So the fathers of the constitution, they had something in their mind when they explained or when they decided that we are going to have this secular country, secular constitution. They had some ideas in their mind and they realized if we want practice or put into practice these ideas, then our constitution needs to be a secular one, otherwise there is no other choice. So the first one was that religious community does not dominate another. So that we already said, the one purpose. So the fathers of the constitution, they knew that all the people in the country, they cannot be equally divided into different religions. Some religion may have more people, some may have less people, or new religions may come up. All these are possible. So they wanted to make sure that in our country, one religious community does not dominate on another community, whether it is a small or big. The big one, there is a tendency which has got majority members. They want to control others. They want to tell others what they should do and so on. But in India, that is not possible. Everyone will decide for themselves whether they should believe or not, whether they should belong to which religion or not. So that is up to them. And one religious community does not tell you all become part of this religion, you join this religion or you join that religion. They cannot say that. Then second one is that some members do not dominate other members of the same religious community. So another thing is possible. People who belong to the same religion, there may be some more powerful, some may be less powerful and so on. Usually who are the powerful people? The people who are rich, they are usually the powerful people. So it is possible that in the religion, some are powerful, some are not powerful. For example, in Hinduism we can see there are people belonging to higher caste, people who belong to lower caste. So there is a tendency people belonging to the high caste, they try to control the lower caste. You do this way, you do that way. So try to make them to do all that they want and they will not do anything. So in our country, because of its secular constitution, we can say one member of a religious community cannot dominate the member of the same religious community. So one religion cannot control another religion, and also the member of the same religion cannot control the members of the same religion. That way everyone remains independent. Everyone can have their own free will. freedom to decide whether to belong to this group or not, whether to believe or not, whether to do it or not. If in case somebody is trying to dominate them, trying to control them, then they have the right to go to the court, complain against them, and make sure that they are able to experience their peace, right to religion, and so on. And the third one is, the state does not enforce any particular religion nor take away religious freedom of individuals. So, the government does not tell any person, you belong to this religion or you join this religion. Some states where state religion is considered as a state religion, like Pakistan and other states, their state religion is Islam. So the government also encourages, government also supports people who belong to the state religion. But in India it is different. India has no state religion. Everyone has got their freedom to belong to whatever religion they like. Because in India there are several religions are there and we coexist peacefully. So government does not interfere anyone or does not force anyone to join any religion and does not support any religion. That way the separation is complete. It is very clearly written in the constitution what the government can do, what the religion can do. So they should not control each other, they should not interfere with each other. Both are separate. Government's works are separate, religion's works are separate. Both are completely different and independent, and therefore there should be no collision, there should be no interference. That way the secular nature of our country is kept up and people can belong to different religions, they can practice their religions and live in peace. That is the nature, that is advantage of having a secular country. But some other countries where there is one religion which is supported by the state, there the people who belong to minority groups, they are not that free to live or to practice their religion. They are often suppressed by the government authorities. They are forced by the majority to abandon their religion and join the majority group and so on. So, but unfortunately in India we are free to belong to our religion and practice our religion, and the state does not block you, but the state is supposed to ensure that your freedom is kept up, your fundamental rights are guaranteed or kept up, help you to practice your religions. Then the Indian state works in various ways to prevent about the domination. So there may be a tendency again in the minds of the dominant people, the majority group or the powerful people, to control the minority, to control the powerless and so on. So but the state comes to help them, help the people to experience their freedom, to experience their right to freedom and so on. So what does the government do? So first, the government distances itself from the religion, as we already said. That is written in the constitution that government should not interfere with the religion, or the religion should not try to influence the government and so on. So both are keeping themselves away, distancing, keeping the distance. Then the Indian state is not ruled by a religious group, nor does it support any one religion. That also we have already said, that in India the government is ruled by the political parties, not by religious groups. So government is formed by political parties. We have several political parties in our India, and those who want, they can stand for election and get a majority number of the seats in the parliament, and they can form the government. That way they can form the religion, form the government, and religion is not involved in that. Anyone who belongs to any religion, they are not allowed, or they are not allowed to stand in the name of religion to form the government. They have to form a political party and then form the government. That way, religion is not at all involved in the formation of the government, but only the political parties are involved. And the places like in India, there are so many places, government places are there, like courts are there, all the courts, district court, state court, high court or supreme court, all these are belonging to the government. They are meant for all the people, belonging to all the religion and so on. Therefore, these places, then police station, that is also meant for everyone. Then the government schools, government colleges, so all the institutions of the government, all the offices of the government, they are not supposed to display any one religion or support or promote any one religion. So the police officer may be belonging to one religion. He cannot say, oh, I believe in this God, therefore let me keep the photo of my God here. That is not allowed, because it is a government place, a government office. Therefore, government does not support any one particular religion. Therefore, he should not keep a particular photo of supporting one religion or promoting another religion. The same way, places like courts in India, courts, then government schools and colleges, other government institutions, all these places, there should be no religious pictures in order to promote just one religion. So that is against the law of our country, against our constitution. Therefore, government makes sure that government or the state and the religion are completely separated. So if you find these laws are violated, if you find that some government officers are trying to support their religion, promote their religion, then you can certainly file a complaint against that person, and your complaint will be taken for hearing, and that person will be asked to explain why he has violated the constitution and so on. So that is a important thing in our country, that we need to keep separate. So government also not supporting any one religion, but treats them all equal, whether they belong to the majority group or minority group, all are treated equally. That way we can be proud that our country is a secular country and all the provisions are there, freedom is there, which is guaranteed in the constitution, and let us make use of this freedom in a sensible way. Not let us abuse our freedom, not let us continue to prevent others or block others or use our power over others. Let us live peacefully, practice our own religion, let us not interfere with the government as well. Let us live in peace and let us really prove that we belong to our secular country. So today let us wind it up, and we will come again and explain more or discuss more about on the same topic about the Constitution of India. So thank you for listening. Have a nice time.